Lisbon is known for its sunshine and beautiful warm weather and is a great city to visit any time of the year. This Portuguese city is known for its monuments, landmarks, architecture, and museums. Lisbon is the city of the Seven Hills. Although, walking up all those hills can be a pain, but the views will be magnificent. How to get to Lisbon? By air. Lisbon International Airport or Lisbon Portela Airport is located just 7 kilometers from the center of the city. It is the main gateway to Portugal and one of the largest airports in southern Europe. By train. The national and international trains arrive every day at Santa Apollonia station, which is close to Terreiro do Paco. By ship. Lisbon is one of the finest cruise ship destinations in Europe. What is the best time to visit Lisbon? March to May, with September and October are the best months to visit Lisbon. The weather is generally warm and pleasant, but not too hot. Which language is spoken in Lisbon? Lisbon's official language is Portuguese and regional language Mirandese, but English, French and Spanish are also spoken here. Which currency is used in Lisbon? Euro is the official currency of Portugal, but credit and debit cards are also generally accepted here. What is the emergency contact number of Lisbon? In any kind of emergency in Lisbon, emergency number is 112. Local transport in Lisbon. Lisbon is city which is very walkable due to its geography. Other modes of local transport are tram, tuk-tuk and taxi in Lisbon, but tram is most popular and economic. Tram 28. These vintage remodelado streetcars, wooden and painted yellow, are the best mode of public transport in Lisbon. You may have to wait for an hour to board one of these beauties during peak season. Nightlife in Lisbon. Lisbon is well known for its nightlife. This would be the place for you, if you enjoy sipping cocktails while listening to music or want to dance the whole night. When going to bars, make sure you go after 11 p.m. as they are famous for late-night parties and there would be no entry fee either. But in nightclubs, you will be charged an entry fee and they close around 6 a.m. Have you ever been to Portugal? Tell us in the comments below. Bonus tips. Purchase the Lisbon card as this will give you free access to public transportation system from 24 to 72 hours. It also gives you free access to many top attractions in the city and is even valid on some trains. Lisbon is a hilly city, so make sure not to use heels and flip-flops, rather use flexible sole sports shoes for going around here. Always avoid excessive drinking, stay away from drug pushers, and be aware of your surroundings. We advise not to travel to Lisbon by car as the parking spaces are very limited and the city is always full of tourists. Subscribe to our channel for more ultimate travel guides. Best places to visit in Lisbon. Belém Tower. It was built by architect Francisco de Arruda on the northern bank of the Tagus River. It has also been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The ground floor of this architectural jewel has 16 windows with cannons. Lisbon Oceanarium. The Lisbon Oceanarium is the second largest aquarium in Europe. It contains more than 15,000 creatures from over 450 different species including sharks, stingrays and tropical fish. This oceanarium has 2 floors, and everything rotates around a huge central aquarium. Rossio Square. You can sit and relax at Rossio Square in the city, or for a drink at the several atmospheric cafes with outdoor seating. There are two Baroque fountains on either side of the square, and in the center this monument is 27 meters in height. The square is paved with cobblestones in wave patterns, a design seen today in many other pavements all over Portugal. Vasco da Gama Bridge. The Vasco da Gama Bridge is the longest bridge in Europe at over 10 miles long. This bridge connects the northern and southern parts of Portugal and named after famous explorer Vasco da Gama. Time Out Market Lisboa. Time Out Market is one of the best places in Lisbon for eating and drinking from within 50 unique cuisine concepts. Santa Justa Lift. Santa Justa Lift is perhaps the world's most beautiful elevator. This was designed by Portugal native Raul Mesnier do Poncid, and the vertical lift is also known as the Elevador de Carmo. São Jorge Castle. This hilltop castle is one of Lisbon's most glorious places to visit. When you visit this castle, you will be able to find 360-degree views of Lisbon. Praça de Comércio. Praça de Comércio is one of the most beautiful squares in Europe. This used to be Lisbon's great reception hall for visitors arriving by sea. It was at the dock here that the kings and heads of state would disembark when visiting Portugal. Now that we have uncovered Lisbon, it is time to pack your bags for our next set of destinations from the link on your left. See you next time.